So far, we have evaluated all the elements of Jacobian matrix. Our aim is to get the values of these corrections del delta 2 0, del delta 3 0, del v2 0. Fine. So till now we have evaluated the values of del p2 0, del p3 0 and del q2 0 plus elements of this Jacobian matrix, right? So with the help of these two matrices, we can get the values of these corrections. So we can write this vector is equal to inverse of this matrix times this, right? So we need to evaluate the inverse of this Jacobian matrix, which is this one, right? So how to take inverse of this Jacobian matrix? You know the formula, adjoint of the same matrix J upon determinant of J. So we need to evaluate these two, adjoint of J, Jacobian matrix, and determinant of J, this. So first we will evaluate this determinant J. So how to evaluate this? You know how to evaluate this. I will tell you one shortcut method. Copy the element of first column right here. $54.2799 minus 33.2800, fine, and minus 27.1400. Similarly, copy the elements of second column and paste here, minus 33.2800, quickly write down 66.0400 and 16.64. So we have copied the first two columns and pasted here, right? So next, these are diagonal elements. Again, one more diagonal you can form like this, and third one like this. Just form it and take the product of all the three elements. So quickly, this into this into this. Similarly, take the product of these three elements, this into this right here, and the product of these three elements, this into this right here. So tell me quickly, what is the value of the product of these three elements? 178, 228, 8878. Fine. What about this? This into this into this. Minus 150, 29, 56, 71, 75. Okay. What about this into this into this? Minus 137, 67.0063. Okay. Now take the sum of all these three elements is equal to this plus this plus this. Okay. Before that, similarly, make one more diagonal like this and take the product of this into this right here. Similarly, this and this. So tell me the values of this into this into this. Minus 44, 557, 3937. Okay, next. Minus 15029.5398. What about this? 550 67.91 4, 4. So what is the value of this plus this plus this? This minus this minus this? 149 432 0.3140. What about this? This plus this plus this? Okay, whatever it is coming out to be. So you will get the value of this determinant as this value, which is 149 432.3140 minus, right here, minus sum of these three, this plus this plus this. How much? Minus 4519.01 0191. So tell me final. 153,951.33. So note down this value of determinant J and check it, cross check it at home with your conventional method, whatever method you are having to get the determinant of 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, just note down this. So we have evaluated determinant J. Next will be, we have to evaluate adjoint J, and we will take the ratio of these two. So finally we will get inverse of J. So next, evaluate adjoint J. So adjoint J may be written as, quickly write down, so you know how to write this. So for first element, sign will be plus, and ignore this column, this row, and write these elements, right? Similarly for all, so these elements, so you will write this into this minus this into this, isn't it? So similarly, okay, just write this, then next take minus sign, ignore this column and this row, so remaining these two, and so on. You know how to get it, right? So quickly tell me the values. So this way we are getting adjoint J as this transpose of this matrix. So you have to take transpose of this matrix. Transpose, how to take transpose of 3 by 3 matrix? Keep the diagonal elements as it is and take mirror image of the other elements. So this element will come to here after taking transpose, and this will go there. Similarly, this will come here and go there, right? Ij will be replaced with Ji, ith position, right? So finally, after taking transpose of this matrix, you can get your J inverse as ratio of adjoint of J matrix, which you have evaluated after that taking transpose, and you have already evaluated the value of the determinant J, right? So taking these two ratios, you are getting the elements of J inverse matrix as this. So once the inverse of J, this matrix is known, Jacobian matrix, so what is our ultimate aim? We have, this is J inverse, right? So we have the values of our unknowns del delta 20, del delta 30, and del V20 as inverse of J times del P20, del P30, and del Q20, isn't it? So we have already evaluated the elements of this. Tell me the values quickly. Substitute the values of del P20, del P30, and del Q20 here. So this way, now we have evaluated the values of the corrections in the three variables delta 2, delta 3, and del V2, right? these are the values of the elements of inverse of Jacobian matrix, and these are the power mismatch values calculated by substituting the initial values of the variables del P20, del P30 and del Q20, isn't it? So take this row, multiply with this column, you know it, add it, so you are getting this, similarly this and this. So these are the values of del delta 20, del delta 30 and del V20. Now you are able to get your updated values of the variables at the end of first iteration. How? So your corresponding variables delta 2 1, delta 2 1, similarly delta 3 1 and V2 1. Why we are writing 1? These are the values updated at the end of first iteration. So this you may write as is equal to initial values. So initial value of delta 2 was represented by delta 20, this delta 30 and this V20. Fine. Plus corrections del delta 20, del delta 30 and del V20. Substitute the values. So this way you may write this as substitute the values. So initially assume values of delta 20 was 0 degree and this also 0 degree and this was 1 per unit, isn't it? Plus you have obtained the values of del delta 20 as how much? Minus 0.0452 what? Degree or radian? Radian. You need to convert it into degree. So you know pi radian 180 degree. So this is in radian. That's why write here 180 degree upon pi. So now it will be in degree. Similarly for this 0.0078 into 180 degree upon pi. And this is in per unit. You have assumed your V2 in per unit. So no need to worry. Just write it minus 0.0267. So finally, tell me how much you are getting? Minus 2.5898 degree, right? Next, minus sign, right? Minus 0.44 degree. What about this? 0.9733 per unit. So this way you have obtained the values of the 3 variables out of 4 variables, 4 unknowns. The fourth unknown is Q3. So you need to evaluate the fourth with the help of these updated values of the variables and parameters. Clear? Any doubt? So our fourth variable Q3 will be evaluated by using the expression of Qi. Here the variables delta 3, delta 2 and V2 are updated already. We have evaluated. So put the updated values while calculating Q31. Fine. So after substituting the corresponding values and the specified parameters, so we are getting our Q31 as 1.4108 per unit. So next task is to check whether this evaluated value of Q3 is lying within the limits of that particular bus or not. So for bus number 3, which is PV bus, QI min and QI max values are how much? 1 and 1.5 per unit. So this value is within those limits. So it is okay. This is PV bus and all the unknowns have been evaluated by anyhow. Suppose at any iteration, if this is violating the limit, so what you will do? You will treat that particular bus as PQ bus, and for PQ bus variables are V and delta. So delta already have been calculated. So you need to evaluate V, means you need to evaluate delta V. So again the same procedure will be used. Any doubt? So this way we have evaluated the values of the variables at the end of first iteration which was asked in the problem. If someone asks what will be the values at the next iteration, second iteration, so on, the same procedure can be used. Now we have our variables updated from initial values delta 20, delta 30, V20 and V20 to how much? Delta 2 1, delta 3 1, V2 1. So use these variables and the same procedure can be applied. Thank you very much.